Hey there, Gemini. This is Isel. I'm on YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic. I want to go ahead and do your November reading. I'm sorry that this has taken so long. I've been really busy and my life has been just hella busy. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get an overall energy for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Love and relationship reading. Overall for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me overall energy for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, love and relationship reading November 2018. The King of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Gemini. Nice. So, if you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, mainly Scorpio energy, might be a new beginning coming forward towards you. So let's go ahead and get into it, just because that sounds exciting. I like water energy. The High Priestess is throwing herself out here. This could be a necessity to use your intuition. This also could be a Pisces person. I'm going to put it back in the deck, though. Show me Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Love and relationship reading 5. All right, Gemini, here we go. First card out of the deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Evaluations, taking stock in what you have, watching what it is that you've been part of, looking at every angle to see if it fits, to see if you need to do anything to it. This is also a level of patience. So sometimes we just need to be patient in regard to what it is that we're dealing with. Is this going to bring fruit to our table? Is this not? I planted my seeds. Where's my yield? All right, obstacle. The Emperor. Thank God he's upright. He may not be upright. All of these cards are upright, so I'm just going to have to feel the energy as we go. This is a father figure. This is somebody who is an Aries. This is somebody who is basically, they get the job done. They're kind of less emotional and more get going and do it. You know, they're somebody who is, they care about their family. They care about the people that they are involved with, and they want to do right by them. So there's nothing wrong with that. Underlying energy is the Hangman. So again, Pisces energy is coming up here very strong. Water energy. Recent past, we have the Six of Pentacles. So balance, give, receive. Are we, you know, out of balance within ourselves? Are we overgiving, undergiving? Are we undergiving to ourselves? Are we giving to everybody else but ourselves? Is the obstacle a need to stand within our own power so that we have enough to give, so that we can create what it is that we need to give, you know, so we have enough for ourselves? He doesn't really think much about him. I mean, he can, but he's more involved about the people that are in his life. So if this is the obstacle, you know, you may be having a hard time with somebody that is, should be involved in your life in a heavy capacity, that might not be giving you what you need at this time. In the present position here, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is your energy coming up here, Gemini. Actually, I know you're an air sign, but I feel like this is the Mother card. This is the Nurturer card. This is the woman who basically gets involved in situations that are going to be fruitful. You know, very patient energy. You have two cards here, both Pentacles, but they're both cards essentially of patience as well. Really taking stock in what it is that we've been in, taking stock in what it is that we are coming out of, you know. If this Emperor is the obstacle, it's also a husband card. we might be having issues there, because we have the King of Cups as the the overall energy with the Ace of Pentacles. This is an emotional card. This is somebody who is emotional, but they tend to not show their emotions 100% just because it's like they kind of keep them a little bit more so under wraps. It could be this Emperor. He may have, you know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio somewhere in his chart. Doesn't have to be. We can get into that in a bit. What's coming up for the near future? We have the Knight of Swords. So whatever it is, it's coming quick. But, you know, this knight, he gets a bad rap a lot of the time. This is like fighting, really, really poor communication, just yelling and this and that. Like, sure, it can be, if that's what you feel is your situation. This is also getting to the bottom of things. This is getting down to the bottom of all of the information that is most prevalent, so that you can actually be effective in the way you communicate, so that you can know all aspects, you know all aspects of what it is that you're getting into, what it is that you've been involved in, and communicate about that. You know, if you're needing to communicate about financial aspects, about money, if you're needing to go back and forth with your partner in regard to what it is that you need to dole out as far as like taking care of children, taking care of home, just overall stabilization of finances. That's also, it could be a hot button in regard to that. That might be why we're having some frustrating conversations. Underneath the deck, though, I mean, for everybody, there is the Nine of Wands. So this is essentially an energy where we're pretty much defensive, you know, defensive in our demeanor, our communication, how we are seeing things. You know, sometimes we need to just lift ourselves above things for a little bit so that we have a better perspective. We can gain and reach a better perspective. All right, so for you coming into the inner portion of yourself now, here we go again. So this is you, okay? This is you needing to use your intuition. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't just wield your sword like a crazy person. Like, you need to be very conscious of what it is that you say. Evaluate what it is that you say. Make sure that what you're saying is fair. You know, if there is a child involved, make sure that what you're saying and doing is fair for the kid. You know, this guy can be very fair. In reverse, he's a fucking asshole. But upright, he's pretty fair. I'm going to clarify him because it could be very interesting. He could be an ultra jerk right now. I don't know. I don't know your situation, and this video is for thousands of people. So, you know, he could be a good guy that you're just having a rough time with in regard to communicating about finances and stabilizing situations in regard to life, to children, to your home situation. Yeah, let's keep going. So what's coming for you? The Ace of Wands. So this is new directions, new beginnings. This is, you know, we've got... This could be pregnancy. You know, this might be literally needing to communicate with your partner about what it is that you want to do in regard to a child. You know, you may also feel a little bit off guard, I'm sorry. You may feel like you're off you may feel off. It's like your guard is up because this may have not been something that you planned, you know, and it may also be causing the male partner to have to step into a role that he may not have been ready for yet, but I feel like he does so. If that is the case, that's for a few people. What else? It's like grow up time. Like they have to grow up. It's not bad. It's just, yeah, grow up. Hopes, fears, concerns, worry. We've got the Eight of Swords. I'm going to clarify that. Why is that there? And the outcome, the Magician. So, great. Whatever it is that you're choosing to do, you are actively choosing to do it together. If this is a situation, if this is a pregnancy and you're getting involved together, You're moving towards something positive. This King of Cups here, this also may be some worry. The Queen of Pentacles, this may also be worry in regard to if this person is going to be nurturing enough, if this person has enough finances, like finance and emotional capability. Whatever it is, we're defensive a bit. So let's just move on then and clarify some stuff. Show me the Seven of Pentacles. So we have the Ten of Swords for the Seven of Pentacles. If this is an evaluation of like an emotional aspect of somebody's self, like that growing up thing that I talked about in regard to this Emperor, I feel like he's growing up, but I also feel like it's the end of frustrations in regard to whatever this, it's like you're evaluating a situation, but like the Ten of Swords is kind of a harsh card. But it's an ending. Show me the Ten of Swords for the Seven of Pentacles. So you have the Tower and the Four of Pentacles for the Ten of Swords. So again, a finality of whatever frustrating energy you've been in, but it's almost like we're at this like standstill where it's like we have to evaluate everything and not move forward until we know what the hell we're getting into. If this is an accidental pregnancy, we got the Knight of Wands here. It's like, this could definitely be Aries. Gemini, if you're dealing with an Aries and you're magically pregnant, it's like you want this Aries to grow up and be stable. You want him to match this energy, you know? I feel something positive is happening though, because it's like we have the Magician at the finality. We have the Magician as the outcome. So let's continue on, just because I feel like we'll get better communication here. I'm feeling like it's like we're gearing up towards something big. It's like we're preparing. Show me the Emperor, please. The Emperor, clarifying the Emperor with the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So direction time. Direction time. He popped out a little bit wonky. Now, if this guy is in reverse, this is like frustration. This is fighting. This is angry communication. This is somebody that is kind of a jackass. You know, I don't feel like that is the case for everybody. I feel that this is a matter of needing to evolve, needing to grow up, needing to take responsibility of the things that they are responsible for. Like they need to be responsible for. If this is a child, I mean, not everybody's going to just be brand new pregnant. Like some of you may have children already existing with this person. And it's like you need them to grow up. It's like some aspect of them needs to grow up in regard to whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever it is that you need to balance out together. Show me the Knight. No. Show me the Hangman. So the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so with the Hermit in reverse, it's interesting. Like, here's a card of contemplation. It's a card of going within. It's a card, it's a spiritual card. Here's an even more spiritual card, but it's having made a decision. It's having done a lot of soul seeking, searching to move forward in something. It's like an evaluation. Can this person bring home the bacon? Can this person be the father they need to be? Can this person do it? You know, the present energy is a card of motherhood, most definitely. I'm going to clarify her in a second, but I feel like there's like this like back and forth type of situation in regard to whomever this male is that you're dealing with. And I'm sorry, if you are a male watching this video, you could be this male that somebody's dealing with. But yeah, apply it how it works. And if this doesn't apply, please don't make it apply. That's not how tarot readings work. This is a general reading. This is not specifically for you. It picks up on energies that are present, that are coming through. It's not for a specific person. That would be a personal reading. Show me the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so what popped up first is this 10 of Cups. So if this situation from the past was a family situation, we have a family down here, you need to give to it equal. It needs to be equal because we have the Queen of Pentacles with it. She's worried about, is it going to be equal? Is it going to be fair? Is everything going to be justly done? And rightly so. That's a good thing to be worried about. Like if you do have children, you need to make sure that the person that is with you is not going to run off like a jackrabbit and fuck everything in sight. Like, you know, grow up. That's what I'm feeling. Grow up. I see this Knight of Wands here, and it's like, God, don't go out there and just like fuck everything. Like, you know, you need to be here. And it's not even go out and fuck everything. It's like, grow up. Oh, God, it's like this message is grow up. Show me the Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me the Queen of Pentacles in the present energy. Okay. Okay. So, for the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Cups. This is, do you see in this card, the man is walking away. The woman is left with the cup. She's left with the pain. She's left staring into it. There's some potential for deception here with the moon being so in the back. Things not being completely communicated, things not being entirely spoken. We have the Seven of Swords here in reverse. So it's almost like whatever, if this person here, I feel that this card could have gone upside down too. I'm going to put him 50-50, but you work it into your situation how it fits. If it fits, it fits. Whoever this is, like, it's like they're getting caught. They're getting caught. What's on the bottom of the deck is Justice. So if you're dealing with a Libra, like some situation might be you're walking away, they're walking away. What the fuck? Show me the Seven of Swords in reverse. Devil in reverse. The King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this King of Cups is interesting. It's like we're walking away from toxic energies. Now the thing about this card though is it's like the male is walking away. The male is walking away. Why is the male walking away from this toxicity? This is a toxic, these are toxic relationships. This is codependency. You know, this is drug addiction, alcoholism, sexual abuse. This is, you know, just really poor energy. In reverse, we're releasing ourselves from it. You know, it could be that we're releasing a situation from somebody who was caught doing something. I'm not sure. It has to be in your discretion. But the King of Cups here, this is also a male, and we have King of Cups showing up here twice. And the Pisces energy showing up here as well. Pisces twice, actually. here in this card, it's like, do you see how he's pouring out his cup? It's pouring out emotion. Now, this person could be pouring out their emotions to you, or this person, there's a 3 of Cups under here, so it's third-party energy potentially. It doesn't have to be. This person could just be releasing their emotions out of this situation, and they don't want to be a part of it anymore because the male is walking away. Look at him in the background in the red. He's walking away. The female is being left. If this is you and you're being left by a male that should be the father or a father figure, it's like you need them to grow up and you need them to make sure that everything in regard to children and the stability that is, it's like that key ingredient, you can't get around it, that needs to be taken care of. Show me the Knight of Swords, please, for Gemini. So the 6 of Wands in reverse, or I'm sorry, not in reverse at all, the 6 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, whatever it is that you're moving towards, if you're needing to have communication with this person, it's likely that it'll end up being positive. It may go in your favor, you know, but it's also important to be fair in the communication, to not manipulate words, you know, and that could go either way. When we're hurt, we tend to communicate from harsh places, and that's just how it goes, you know, but as long as we know we're not intentionally perpetuating something that isn't true, then that's the issue. Show me the High Priestess for Gemini, please. So here you have the 4 of Cups. It's interesting here. This person, this isn't boredom. This person has an offer and they're pouring it out. They don't want this offer at all, you know. If this is your current energy, if you're dealing with this person and they're, you know, they've walked away, it's almost like this is almost like a fuck you finality. That's harsh, you know. I think it's important to not be so harsh, Gemini. You know, pay attention to your emotions, but like, don't be overrun by them to the point of being spiteful. This is a very spiteful energy in this card, you know. Show me the Ace of Wands for Gemini, please. What's coming at you? You've got the Fool and the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck for the Ace of Wands. So, new beginnings, you know. This may leave you feeling topsy-turvy. Look at this Fool. It's like he's hanging on the cliff. He's already stepped off, but it's like he's hanging on. You know, there's no net. There's no safety net. It may feel like there's no safety net. If you have a child or if you're about to have a child with this person, it's like, it almost feels as if you've like moved them along, or like you don't want them to be part of this. Somebody doesn't want to be part of this. And here's that lovely singles card, the 9 of Pentacles. So I'm going to leave that in the deck. It's at the bottom of the deck for that Fool and the Ace of Wands. If somebody's leaving your life, back there, the red, if somebody's leaving your life and they're leaving an emotional wreck, it may be best to find fortitude, to find some level of happiness alone, you know. And when I say alone, that doesn't mean like you're going to be locked in a box in the dark alone. Like, it means cultivate your own nurturance. Work towards what it is that will make you happy. This card is about being happy alone. It's about being satiated alone. It's about being content in your own realm. You know, having worked towards the things that make you feel good about yourself in your life, that bring you stability, you know, those are things that are very important, you know. So just, if that's something that is possible, It's a healthy thing to do. Show me the Eight of Swords for Gemini. Eight of Swords for Gemini, please. So we have the Queen of Wands with the Five of Cups here. So if this is you, it's like you're in your head. You're in your head, but I feel like it's almost like, here, Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's like the underlying energy for this is potentially children. It's also reminiscing about what was, how it went down, how things were, the good times, the bad times. It's like a lot of reminiscing. It's an overflow of energy, but in our minds, it's thoughts. It's also a buildup of thoughts that sometimes aren't necessarily true, but it's like they feel like they're true because they match the emotion. So we create storylines. We have to be very clear in what it is that is true before we, you know, actually like claim that energy, before we truly stand in that energy, because we need to be real about it, you know. This is a truth seeker. Use your intuition about what it is that you're actually experiencing. Now, if this is the High Priestess can also be somebody who is, aside from being a Pisces or a Virgo, it could be somebody who is a mistress. It could be somebody who is on the side. If this person, this male, is going towards somebody of that nature, you're shutting them out of your life, you know? You're pouring out them. Now, it's important here in regard to this Eight of Swords to release the regret, to release the unhappiness, to release the sadness. You know, the Five of Cups, it's a cold energy. It's harsh. It feels like you're drowning, you know, but it lasts only as long as you allow it to let it last. Like, that needs to go away, okay? How does it go away? You need to stand in your power, Gemini. You need to stand in your power. This could also be in regard to a fire sign. I mean, this is Aries, fire sign for sure. Doesn't matter. What I'm feeling here is that you need to stand in your power, stand within pride within yourself. Not like inflated pride, like I'm so puffed up and nobody can get to me and I know what's right and I know everything and I'm, you know, like, no. Stand in your truth, stand in your power, be strong, and move forward towards things that make you happy. Like, literally happy. And that sounds fucking cheesy as hell. Move towards what makes you happy. But that is that. Like, you have to find what it is that makes you feel happy. You have to find what it is that makes you feel like you are satisfied in your life and that you can move forward positively into something that actually brings you joy, brings you happiness. Bring that happiness in, because I'm feeling like there's a lot of confusion, this back and forth energy. Show me the Magician, please. The Page of Swords here popping out, and we've got the Nine of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So, with this Magician and the Page of Swords, like, I think in regard to communication with whomever you're dealing with, again, Aries, you have Aries all over this reading. Aries, Aries, fire sign energy. Either way, be careful what they're telling you, Gemini. Like, this is, it's somebody who might be a little bit untrustworthy. I don't feel that this is like, oh yes, manifestation, tra-la-la. Like, I feel like you need to watch what this person is saying to you. In regard to emotional stability. Give me one more for the Magician, please. Strength. So we have Leo. So we've got fire sign again. Yeah. If you are needing to, also, again, I want to reiterate, incredible amounts of patience, but not just patience with other people. This is patience in regard to taming ourselves. This is keeping our own emotions in check so that we can move towards what we need to do in a positive light, and we're not like all overrun with crazy, you know. This can be emotional thinking as well, like immature thinking as well. You know, be careful of that trap. Like if you're trying to create something new and you're just like running amok in your head, reel it back in. Claim your power again. Try not to let somebody have your power, you know, and choose the direction that you truly want to go and what makes you happy. All right, Gemini, I'm going to shut it down here. My name is Isel. If this reading made any sense to you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in a few weeks. All right, take care. Bye.